When I was in the 3rd grade, there was this boy. He kept bothering my group of friends. He'd tease them, poke them, make them cry. I could never figure out why he did that. I also couldn't figure out why he never bothered me. One day, I had had enough. Scared but determined, I walked up to him and I said, "Gilbert, you need to leave my friends alone or you're gonna have to deal with me." He shoved me. I told him, "Don't touch me." He shoved me again. Scared and my heart was racing, I told him, "This is the last time I'm going to tell you not to touch me." He shoved me and said, "What are you going to do about it?" This time, I shoved back. He stumbled, tripped over a tree trunk, hit his face, and ran away. Needless to say, Gilbert never bothered any one of my friends again. Looking back on that moment, I realized that that moment defined leadership long before I even knew what leadership meant. The incomparable John Maxwell always says, leadership is about influence, nothing more, nothing less. As an 8-year-old, I didn't have a title, but I had influence. And guess what? You're a leader. You're a leader. You're a leader. And yes, gentlemen, this is important and applies to you too. You work with women, empower and support your wives, sisters. Leadership is for all of us. Leadership is about influence, support, and empowerment. And it's important as leaders to use your voice, stand your ground, and show up even though if it means you'll be scared sometimes. It was one of the biggest moments of my career. I had to present critical census and financial data to a room full of executives. Just 2 hours before that, I learned that my 3rd fertility treatment, insemination, also known as IUI for short, had failed. I couldn't focus at all. All I could think about was, how am I going to do this? As I stood there, poised, confident, but inside, not so much. "Marlene, what are you going to do?" The only thing I could think about is the phone call that I had with my fertility doctor earlier that morning. "Marlene, I'm sorry. The procedure didn't work this time. The test is negative." That's all I could think about. Even when the executives would ask me questions, I felt like I couldn't answer their questions. I felt like a sham. And to be completely honest, I didn't want to answer their questions. I just wanted to stand up there, present my information, and get the heck out of there. Why are you guys asking questions anyway? I am over this. At one point, I just stared in the back of the room, looking over everyone's head, and I kept thinking to myself, so really, I'm supposed to stand here, be poised, be the expert, while I'm falling apart inside? How is that even fair? After these experiences, I encountered a young lady that worked with me. We'll call her Lynn. Lynn was experiencing infertility because of recurrent miscarriages, and no one knew. She was missing deadlines, opting for emails and virtual meetings instead of face-to-face, just becoming very distant. And I recognized the signs because I too had dealt with similar silent battles. So one evening, I gently asked her to stay behind after everyone else left. She was able to open up to me in that private conversation. And it turns out, Lynn was not failing, she was grieving. So I started wondering just how many other women are suffering in silence, going unseen, unheard. We juggle so much: careers, family, friendships, expectations, all while our secret battles go unnoticed and unsupported. Why should we have to hide? Why are we expected to carry on day in and day out like superwomen and at utmost performance at that, all while falling apart on the inside? After speaking to more women, listening to podcasts, scouring the internet, I realized I was not alone, and that not only were we silently struggling, women were also not tapping into their superpower. It's our ability to juggle so much at once, our ability to choose if we even want to have children. Oftentimes, on our quest for social and professional milestones, fertility can quickly become shameful and eventually an afterthought, which unintentionally puts that power of choice at risk. After doing my research, I realized the hidden struggles that women go through, they aren't to say that we're defeated, they're actually our superpowers. Embracing personal disruptions help women become more empathetic, authentic, and resilient. Additional research supported what I found. When women openly acknowledge and share their hidden struggles, they become more emotionally intelligent, resilient, and effective, not only personally, but as leaders and professionally as well. Embracing and taking on your personal disruptions allows you to reclaim that superpower and create powerful connections. So how do you reclaim your superpower? How do you embrace personal disruption? It's simple, really. The power of small lies in small acts, like sharing a personal struggle or supporting someone else with infertility struggles. It is important to be there for one another because those small acts have the power to shift the culture of organizations and reshape what leadership truly means. Being able to take in your superpower as a leader allows you to become strong, sympathetic, and lead with authenticity. The hidden battles that women face and the secret struggles that they go through and all of the things that they juggle, they aren't deficiencies, they're superpowers. Embracing those superpowers allows us to be able to lead unapologetically. So, right now, today, I know all of us have cell phones. If you can, go ahead and take them out. Go to your text messages or your memos app, and I want you to think about someone that's in your circle, maybe someone at work. Type their name and schedule a private, deep conversation with them. Don't wait. Schedule a phone call, take them out to lunch, meet up after work. That small but simple step has the power to transform you both into more authentic and powerful leaders. That day, standing in that room full of executives, I thought that hiding my personal struggle is what made me strong. As it turns out, my superpower was in the ability to embrace my personal struggles as I stood there in the many versions of myself. A woman experiencing infertility, a compassionate friend, a resilient professional, a powerful leader. Similarly, talking to Lynn allowed me to have her feelings validated and allowed us to find a way forward. Flexible schedules, compassionate deadlines, allowing her to thrive professionally again. So in those moments of fear, doubt, assumed weakness, stand your ground. Embrace your vulnerabilities. Take on your leadership skills and lead unapologetically. Thank you.